Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome to another Pick a Card reading. Today's reading is messages from your spirit guides. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited to do another reading for you. Please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest. In today's reading, we are going to take a look at a specific message from your spirit guides. We're going to see what they're here to help you with, some advice from them with whatever's going on in your life, and then we're also going to see the signs that your guides like to send you. So please use your intuition to pick one or multiple of these beautiful butterflies. You can pause the video if you need to. I will have timestamps in the description box down below, and I will see you in the reading. Hi Pile 1, welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. Today's reading is messages from your spirit guides. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already and you feel called to subscribe, like, or comment, it's a huge help and I so appreciate it. I'm excited to do another reading for you, and we're going to start things off with a postcard from Spirit Message for you. This one here, little rabbit on it, and let me read this to you. Dearest you, isn't it amazing how things seem to come around again full circle in ways you could not possibly have planned? You wonder how a dream could die only to be resurrected years later when you're really ready. You thought it was time back then, but your wisdom knows better than your small self, whose desires are unmet. Now here you are with a new opportunity to do things from a different, more mature perspective. We want you to trust that in this new opportunity for rebirth, you will be called in two directions, and the one that is unfamiliar will be the right one. In the unknown spaces, the uncharted places of infinite potential, we are waiting to guide you into your fullest life. Big bounty will come if you remain in the present. You have come full circle, and now you can see that everything changes, is made new, and is given new hope. Loving you always. That's so exciting, Pile 1. I pulled this card myself a week or two ago, and I found that it really resonated. So this might be a period of time where you thought something wasn't in the cards for you and you had given up on some sort of dream or a goal or of something happening in your life, and now it seems to be turning around and that desire is starting to resurface in your life and things are taking shape both externally and in the spirit realm in support of your fullest life, your infinite potential. And if you're coming upon a crossroads right now and you have a decision to make, like this card says, the unfamiliar path is the right one. So if you feel that you are trying to make a decision around something, your spirit guides are here to help you and guide you through that process. So let's see now. We're going to get some clarification on what's going on in your life right now. The Wheel of Fortune. This is a whole lot of cards, but they seem like they want to come out. Yeah. I think these are in complete support of what we just read. The World. It's interesting that the card starts off talking about things coming full circle. You have the World, which is literally coming full circle. You have the Wheel, which is a circle. We have circular imagery on all of these cards. That is so neat. So the timing for something previously wasn't right, which is why this past dream kind of died off for you. The timing wasn't right. You weren't in the right energy, or the conditions in your life were just not where they needed to be in order to make this happen for you. But now the time is right. And you might have even forgotten that this was something that you wanted for yourself, because it was so long ago that you gave up on it. But now your mind is like being reopened to this possibility right now. And I think because this didn't happen for you before, you have some self-doubt around if this is actually for you or not. But your spirit guides want to tell you that yes, it is for you. The only reason it didn't happen before was because of timing. This path was always meant for you. It's part of who you're meant to be. And something about this coming true and happening for you is going to feel like coming home to yourself. Perfect alignment. I think you have become wiser from what you learned in the past through the disappointment of things not materializing for you. And the possibilities right now are pretty endless for you. Endless possibilities, infinite potential. I think you've learned boundaries, and you've also learned when it's okay to be soft in your life, where you could have been in the past somebody who was walked all over or taken advantage of, or you could have swung the opposite way and you could have been always on the defensive. You've experienced an evolution in your life where you have now balanced both parts of yourself, your opposing energies, your opposing desires. You've balanced them in a way that makes you ready for this. The world in the Fool's journey is once the Fool reaches his point of enlightenment and once he's learned a certain lesson. So I take this to mean that you learned a lesson that you were meant to learn in the past, and now this happening for you is you restarting your Fool's journey with a brand new beginning and a reimagining of your life and your dreams. That's so very exciting. Let's see, pile one, specifically what your guides want to help you with right now. King of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Page of Pentacles. And you have Strength again on the bottom of the deck. So I'm getting a couple of different messages here for what your spirit guides are actively trying to help you with. So take what resonates, maybe both do. But on one hand, I see for some of you, your spirit guides coming in to assist with repairing relationships and for emotional healing, emotional maturing. And I think some of this has to do with healing emotionally because of a past relationship. So if there's something that you are carrying consciously or subconsciously, your spirit guides are here to help you heal the past in a way that puts you in a good place emotionally. If you've previously felt like you were struggling to stay on top of your emotions and you were more at the mercy of your emotional state, then spirit guides are working with you to make you in charge of your own emotions again and putting you in a place where you are ready to give and receive healthy love with other people. And the other thing that I see, pile one, has to do with the material realm. So if you had a previous dream about career or money, and it was one that you gave up on, spirit guides are here to encourage you to keep working at something and to not sell yourself short. They also want to help you with your mindset around worthiness when it comes to success and money. And they want to heal any issues surrounding a lack mindset. When you have the Four of Pentacles, that can be a protective or defensive energy in regards to feeling like you don't have enough. Like you don't have enough to support yourself or take care of yourself, and a fear that things are going to be taken away from you. It's kind of like a survival instinct card in some ways. So if you have fears around money or not being able to afford the life you want, fearing that you don't have enough money, your spirit guides want to work with you to tell you that you are deserving of abundance and financial blessings in your life. But when you come from a place of feeling that you will never have enough, you're limiting your growth potential. So they want you to see your potential and the potential around you to invest in yourself and to believe that you can grow whatever it is that you set your mind to. You can do it. You're a lot more capable than you think. They want to remind you of this. Yeah, I wonder if there's something that you always wanted to be doing or that you felt was your purpose, and they want you to reevaluate something around that. Let's see here now. I want to get this little bowl here is signs that your spirit guides send you. This can be numbers, animals, or other things to let you know that they are near, to remind you of their presence. What are the ways they like to make themselves known? Feathers, owls, taste. This is if you ever have out of nowhere like a certain taste in your mouth that reminds you of something, either pleasant or unpleasant, that can be your spirit guides communicating with you. Coins. This is if you find like random change on the ground. You happen to find a lot of coins when you're walking around. That's your spirit guides checking in on you. Let's see now some advice from them around this choice, this new beginning, this dream, you being ready. Okay, some of it has to do with a relationship as well. You might have just had a lot of things that you thought were going to happen in your life that haven't happened until now. You know, finding your person, doing what you always wanted for work, being financially stable by a certain age. Yeah, Two of Cups here. You have the Six of Cups again, the King of Swords. Okay, just because it didn't happen, Nine of Swords, the way that you thought it was going to in the timeline that you had envisioned does not mean that it's not going to happen. The Six of Cups, what am I trying to say here? It's like, you know, when we're younger, we allow ourselves to have like dreams for the future and ambitions, and we believe in the fact that anything is possible for ourselves. Spirit is asking you to open your mind up to that way of thinking again. If you lost your sense of wonder and excitement around life, they want you to revisit a time when things didn't feel so heavy, a time when you felt excited, and a time when you believed that these things were going to happen for you. And if you have never felt that way, I'm really sorry. That's really difficult and sad. Just know these things can happen for you, and your spirit guides want you to work on believing that for yourself. Some of what holds you back or has held you back in the past is your overthinking and your anxiety around these things, causing some resistance. Be open-minded to new experiences and opportunities that arise, especially with your spirit message postcard here. You know, it talked about the unfamiliar path. If your first instinct is, oh my gosh, not interested, don't want to do that, take a second and think about if you really don't want to do it or if you're just being closed-minded. Because if you take a minute to analyze the situation and to discern why you don't want to do something, is it because it's really not in alignment, in which case, don't do it, or is it you just being closed off? Is it actually something that you would like to do, but for some reason, maybe you're afraid, maybe you had a bad experience with something similar in the past? Take a minute, reflect, and then decide. Sometimes it's easy to stay stuck when you have been for so long. But the way to get yourself unstuck is through your mindset, your belief in yourself, your belief in the possibilities for your life, which you have so many possibilities for yourself. You will find the love and the success that you want for yourself. You just have to believe it's possible. You have to know that your spirit guides are supporting you on the other side and they're rooting for you. Dealing with the unfamiliar is scary, and it's not always smooth sailing off the bat, but with practice it gets easier, and each little seed you plant grows for the future, and it can turn into something greater than you imagined. I just heard something very random. It said, tell them about the car. I don't know where that came from or who it's for. Is somebody trying to manifest a car or something to do with a car or driving? Maybe there's something around that. Tell them about the car. Someone's spirit guides want you to know something about a car. If that's for you, please let me know, or maybe I'm losing my mind. We'll see. Yeah, if at first you don't succeed, try again, and eventually you will have your victory. Yeah, you probably wrote this off when it didn't happen the first time around, thinking, okay, well, obviously not in the cards for me, but it is. Keep going. Keep trying. Get back up. Put yourself out there again. Try again. Just do it differently. Something about, don't just do the same thing over and over and expect different results. Try again, but tweak where you need to. I think whatever this is, you're going to approach differently this time because you have changed from the last time around. You've leveled up. I think you're being more open-minded. I think you're being more creative. Your skills in whatever area have grown since the last time around too. What's holding you back is more so in your head than because of any lack in your capacity. You are very capable. This is for you. Trust in yourself, trust in the universe, and trust that you can have everything you want for your life. You deserve it. Pile 1, I think that's all I have for you for messages from your spirit guides at this time. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye, guys. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Today is messages from your spirit guides. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already and you feel called to subscribe, like, or comment, it's so appreciated and it's a big help. So we're going to start off with a postcard from Spirit Oracle card for you. And when I was shuffling and spreading these out, this one came flying and flipped over. So this is the one we are going to take. And let me read it to you. Dearest you, are you taking yourself and your problems too seriously? Maybe fear of the future is weighing on you. We would like you to take a little break from all that and start having fun. When you stop fixating on what has been making you heavy-hearted, we get a chance to move some magic in your direction. We just need you to let go a little. Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. When was the last time you got really loose, silly, and goofy? Maybe you need to go dancing or watch some very funny comedy to make you laugh. Or call the one friend you know will remind you how ridiculous and delightfully giddy you can be. You will return refreshed and renewed and ready to once again see the world as less daunting, and you will be ready to receive in perfect timing the bounty that Spirit has for you. Don't you just love how much we care about you? Pile 2. It sounds like you've been in a bit of a slump lately where there's been no time for fun, where your life has felt heavy. It's been very serious, maybe all work, no play, or maybe there were circumstances that happened in your life that put you into this energy where it's very hard for you to soften and allow yourself to be silly, to have fun, to put your wall down. Whatever it is, you are being asked by your spirit guides to try to pull down that wall, try to loosen up a little bit and start to have fun. Because through your joy, your happiness, and your laughter, your spirit guides work to bring beautiful things into your life. Once you're ready to see the world as less daunting, you will be ready to receive in perfect timing. So I feel that something probably happened that soured your taste and your perception of the world. Maybe you believe that there aren't good people out there or that you can't have good things, but Spirit is telling you that that is not true. So, pile 2. Let's see now some more context for what is going on in your life that your spirit guides are referencing and wanting to help you with. Oh, the moon. Okay. Illuminating something, uncovering secrets or deceptions, looking at things differently. Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. I also just got you can't control the negative things outside of you. You can't control external things. You can't control the things that you can't control. But what you can control is your acknowledgement of them, your acceptance of them, and your reaction to them as well. Oh, here we go. And the Hermit and Page of Swords. We're going to take an extra one for you since it came flying out. And Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay. Your perception is potentially more negative than the situation actually is, which I know doesn't make it easier. But some of this does have to do with your perception and your mindset of things. And I think something in the past disrupted your security. Maybe you thought something was okay. Maybe it's a relationship or a job, finances. You thought it was okay. And then something came to light that completely disrupted your sense of security that now has put you almost into a fearful energy. An energy too where you disconnected from people. Like part of this seriousness or not having fun is I think you separated yourself from the people in your life potentially, or at least certain people, and you started keeping to yourself. Potentially broken trust. And I think part of this as well, you might worry that you didn't see something for what it was, that you like missed the warning signs of something. But whatever happened, pile 2, if there was deceptive energy at play, it is not your fault. Yeah, I think you're just keeping to yourself. You might be in your healing era as well. And like your self-growth, your glow up period, your focus on work, focus on me period. Like I'm just going to take care of myself, focus on being healthy. But as a result of that, it seems like you may have lost space for simple enjoyment for the sake of it. You don't always have to see yourself as a work in progress. You're beautiful and worthy the way you are. And I also I'm getting some crossover messages from pile 1. So if you were drawn to that one, that might be for a reason. You might want to check that out. But here too, for you, pile 2. It seems like you lost your sense of childlike wonder, your sense of whimsy. You lost your ability to dream, to be excited. But it's time to take off your blindfold and look at the situation for what it is, because I think you are very capable of handling whatever comes your way. It is okay to soften. Just do something for the sake of having fun. Okay, now let's see what your guides want to help you with specifically. 6 of Wands, celebration, being seen, victory. 3 of Swords, healing heartbreak. Yeah, something hurt you very deeply. 2 of Cups, probably a relationship. Queen of Wands, and it shattered your confidence. 2 of Pentacles. Okay. It was a non-reciprocal relationship. This is... The Page of Swords is early warning signs and like red flags, and I feel that you are blaming yourself for not seeing what something was. I think you've kept to yourself to the point that you're not putting yourself out there with friends, with relationships, with being seen by the world in general, because it just feels safe when it's just you. So part of what your spirit guides are here to help you with is to address what this relationship or person did to start to heal the heartbreak or the hurt, and to unpack and to start the reclamation of your confidence. Yeah. The postcard said, Spirit needs some room and gets very inspired by your laughter when you have fun. So your spirit guides want you to know that whatever work you put in, they are going to return back to you from the other side. They're going to make things easier for you, but you have to take the first step. And I think they also want you to realize that whatever this situation was, does not need to dampen your perspective on relationships as a whole. Just because this one ended the way it did, or whatever happened, it doesn't mean that all relationships are going to be like that. You will find a reciprocal relationship. You will find a loving relationship. Whatever this situation was, it won't always be like that. You don't need to keep to yourself for fear that someone is going to hurt you. I think your spirit guides also want you to embrace all sides of you. The Queen of Wands, she's my favorite, but she has 2 sides to her. She is vibrant, confident, outgoing, charismatic, but she also has like a spicy side. Other decks, like the traditional Rider-Waite, they have a little black cat depicted with the Queen of Wands, and that is her black cat energy, if you will. So she can be a happy little ball of sunshine, but she's got her boundaries. She can be sassy. She can put people in their place if she needs to. It's allowing yourself to be bold, to be unafraid of who you are, and completely unafraid to speak up for yourself and what you believe in. It's not your job to make other people comfortable or to make other people like you. If people see you as prickly, that is on them. What else? 2 of Swords. I heard also it's easier not to try. You might be afraid that you're going to get hurt again. So not trying and just staying where you are, keeping to yourself, being serious or unhappy is easier than getting up and falling down again. But inaction is still a choice and can still cause pain. And if it's stopping you from living your fully happy and abundant life, your spirit guides are here to help you to start moving again. You're carrying the weight wrong. The way that he's holding these swords, how fatiguing is that going to be? He remains not moving because he's worried that he's going to cut himself on one of these swords if he moves the wrong way. But the way that he's carrying the weight, if he holds it for long enough, he's almost guaranteed to get hurt. So they are here to help you carry the weight in a different way, to help you heal and release what needs to be released, and to help you maneuver the difficult times. Let's see, pile 2. This little bowl here is a combination of numbers, animals, and symbols that your spirit guides use to let you know that they're nearby and they're with you and they are working with you and wanting to communicate with you. Oh, you got a whole bunch. Okay, let's see. We have 444. Maybe you've been seeing this angel number, and that can be any combination of repeating 4s. Flowers, I see this as if there's one particular flower that you just keep seeing everywhere and it like stands out to you for some reason. It has to stand out to you in a significant way. It's not commonplace, but you notice it repetitively and it becomes a sign for you. Owls and butterflies. That is a big transformation card. I think you're probably going through a big rebirth in your life, releasing of the old you. And finally, pile 2. Now let's get some advice from your spirit guides on maneuvering this, on bringing more playfulness and happiness into your life and releasing this heavy, heavy burden. Wow. Okay, well, the World, the 2 of Coins again, the Lovers, the 6 of Cups. And the 6 of Coins. 6 of Coins is about reciprocation. You have the Emperor. Okay. The advice is things will not always be perfect. Everything in life will have ups and downs and highs and lows. But your spirit guides want you to be sure of yourself and to be confident through it all and to know that you are loved and supported by them and by other people, even if you don't see it right now. You learned a lesson from whatever happened to you, a lesson that you're not going to repeat. So if you're worried something is going to happen to you again, I don't think it's going to, pile 2. You're closing out a chapter so that you can start something new, so that you can start fresh. I also feel that there are people out there that will build you up instead of tear you down, if that's something you experienced in the past. Oh my gosh, pardon me, my cat is screaming. Love will not always hurt. Good connections are out there waiting for you. There are people who think fondly of you. They have happy memories of you. You're going to find people that want to be in your life for a long time. And these little pinwheels remind me of those childhood toys. What did you like doing as a kid? Who were you before the world got so heavy? Before the world and life started to chip away at you and your identity and your confidence and who you are at your core, without the conditioning, without the fear, without the anxiety, without the bad experiences. Who are you? What makes you happy? What do you really like to do? What's something that you do, and when you're doing it, hours pass by, the world just fades away, and you look up from what you were doing and you're like, oh my God, it's dark out. How long have I been doing this? I forgot to eat. Don't forget to eat. Stay healthy. But explore the past to move forward with your future. Explore the past as a roadmap for what lights you up and what brings you happiness. If you feel like you're not ready for something, I think your spirit guides are also telling you you are ready. You're ready to handle whatever comes your way. You're ready to handle the highs and lows, the positive and the negative. Whatever you put out, the universe is ready to return to you. Put out the happiness, the joyfulness, the good vibes, and know that it is okay to feel sad sometimes. Things aren't always going to be happy. This isn't toxic positivity, but this is about believing that you deserve good things and that good things will happen for you. It's not going to just be a repeat cycle of what you experienced in the past. You got this, pile 2. If you see any of these spirit guide messages, drop them in the comments. Or if you want to share what your little childhood joyful activity was, please share them with me. I love reading your comments. Mine have been reading and drawing, and I've been really trying to carve out some time to do that just for the enjoyment of it. And it's been awesome. So I would love to know what yours are. Pile 2, I believe those are all of the messages that I have for you this time around. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot wait to see you in the next reading, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at messages from your spirit guides. Thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already and you feel called to subscribe, like, or comment, it is so appreciated and it is a huge help. So to start, we have a postcard from Spirit Oracle that I'm going to pull for you. I'm feeling very indecisive if that means something to you. Okay. You have a little... I'm not even gonna... I was gonna say gazelle or a deer or something. Someone help. I can't tell the animals apart. Let's see. Let me read this to you. Dearest you, the common sayings, be in the world, but not of it, and wear the world loosely, refer to the need to be engaged with life while not being attached to specific outcomes. Do not take this world too personally, for you are one of many co-creators here to play, and we have many ideas about how all this should play out. Just know the outcomes don't matter as much as the presence you bring to each experience and how you let yourself flow through life. There's a real freedom in knowing and accepting this. So will you wear the world loosely or will it straitjacket you? It is your choice. Whatever happens, have the courage to keep trying to live as you are meant to. And when it comes to manifesting, don't worry about the how or even the why. We have that covered. Everything is going to turn out exactly as it should. Spirit has a plan. Loving you always and forever. Pile 3, are you feeling worried about making the wrong choice or that you're doing something wrong because there's an outcome that you really, really want? And you're worried if you take the wrong path, if you make the wrong choice, that you're not going to end up with the outcome that you desire. I feel like your spirit guides are telling you there's no wrong way for you to achieve the things that are meant for you. The only thing that is stalling this progress is how tightly you are clinging to a specific idea or an outcome in your life. And it doesn't leave room for the universe to deliver on it. So, for example, if you have a wish or a dream about something like a relationship, and in your mind you think, okay, this is what the person's going to be like. This is how I'm going to meet them. I'm going to meet them by this age. This is how it's going to go. Boom, 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 boom. Point A, point B. And you have it all dialed in. And now you're trying to live your life in a way that things transpire exactly the way that you have planned it out in your mind. But maybe that's not the way the universe intends on delivering you this gift. So your spirit guides are asking you to try to be present in the moment of every experience and let yourself flow. Accept what is, because this is causing some resistance and it's stalling these outcomes, these happenings from entering your life. And not to mention, you're kind of holding yourself prisoner to these ideals. And that must feel quite restricting or overwhelming as you're moving through life in your day-to-day. Wear the world loosely. Try not to worry. Have courage. Keep trying to live as you are meant to. You are brave. Don't worry about how you're going to be perceived. Be true to yourself. If you feel like you enter points of resistance because you're worried about how you're appearing to other people, you don't want to come off as weird or whatever else, try to let that go. Your spirit guides are here to help you with that. The more authentic you are, the more you let yourself be you without overthinking, the more space for abundance you're going to open up into your life. Okay, pile 3, let's see now. I would like some more information about what's going on in your life that your guides are here to help you with. Oh, 5 of Wands, Death, Rebirth, 9 of Wands. Oh, 10 of Cups. She came out in the last one too. Okay, yeah, they're like, be patient. Be patient. Things aren't moving quickly enough for you. You've been waiting on something for a really long time. And you haven't given up on it. But I am sensing some frustration, some weariness. I do think there is a good chance this has to do with some sort of relationship. This might be a time where you're feeling a little bit of resistance or like a struggle meeting this goal of yours. Maybe almost to the point of like trying to force something to happen before it was time for it to happen. Yeah, I think your spirit guides are here to help you stay more grounded in your manifestations and in your life so that you don't get ahead of yourself, but also working on maybe releasing some stubbornness about this boxed in ideal that you have about someone or a situation. Reaching a point of balance, grounded, but open, but flowing. They don't want you to give up on what you want to happen. They just want you to release the attachment to it. You might also have gone through a bit of a transformation in your life recently. Some sort of like rebirth. And I think as a result of that, it's going to open up opportunities for this to come in for you. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Pile 3. What are your guides wanting to help you with specifically? Let's get more information on that. The World, 7 of Cups. They want you to be more open to opportunities. More explorative Judgment. Not to write things off. Knight of Swords. Justice. 2 of Cups. Yeah, another card about relationships. I'm going to handle this reading through the lens of a relationship. So I hope this resonates for whoever's watching, but that's what I'm getting. So if it doesn't, perhaps maybe another pile for you. So through the lens of relationships, you might have a very specific type of person in mind. They want you to open your mind up and be open-minded to things that are not necessarily your usual type or not exactly what you're envisioning for your person. Don't write people off too quickly. Try to be open-minded and non-judgmental when you're getting to know people. And also when you meet people that you are excited about that fit this very specific outcome that you have in mind. Your spirit guides want you to ease up a little bit. Instead of going 0 to 100, if this happens to you, like you meet someone, you're like, oh my gosh, this person's perfect. And then you go all in really quickly before you've actually seen the person for who they are, because it lines up with the fantasy or the idea that you have in your mind. And it's so good to have an idea of what you want in a partner, your non-negotiables, similar values, things like that. But your spirit guides also want you to be open-minded to some of the maybe like less important characteristics that are not what you pictured. Because your soulmate, your person, they might not come in the exact package that you thought, but that doesn't make them any less valuable. That doesn't make them any less desirable. Your spirit guides are also asking you to try to be balanced. And this ties into like rushing things. If you get excited, they want you to try to remain balanced. Don't overgive prematurely to force something to happen because you're excited about it. The right relationship is going to be the one that is reciprocal and balanced, and it might actually change your mind about what you thought that you wanted. I just got that too. Yeah. Something about the right relationship completely like changing your perspective on relationships as a whole. Interesting. Yeah. Broadening your horizons, I also got. And perhaps there's a lesson that needs to be learned, from past relationships. So if you've been with certain types of people that you've envisioned for yourself and it has continually not worked out with that personality type or whatever else, your spirit guides are here to help you close out like a chapter and like learn a lesson from something that didn't work before. That's great. Let's see what else. Pile 3. I want to pull some strips here. This bowl has a combination of numbers, symbols, and animals that your spirit guides use to tell you they are here, to communicate with you. Those were ones that I had before. Sorry. I want to pick them out. 666. Don't panic. Actually not a demonic number. It means something else in angel number. It is actually about balance, harmony, and creativity, would you believe? Unconditional love, unions, love is coming. A reminder that love shouldn't make you feel insecure or obsessive. A reminder to create balance, or saying that you will find peace and balance soon. So yeah, don't panic when you see that number. She gets a bad rep, but she's not all bad. What else? How else? Let's see. 999, which is flipped. Ending of cycles. Closing out of chapters. So I don't know if you've been seeing these. Bunnies. Buns. And, okay, meditation. They want to speak to you through meditation, through silence, through making space for them to come through. So I always say with symbols, if it's something that's very commonplace to you, you just see them all the time and it doesn't have any particular significance, then it might not be a sign. But if it's something that catches your eye, you notice it more than usual, or it happens when you're thinking about something really specific, I always take those to be signs. And these are the ways that your guides tell you that they're with you, the way that they communicate with you. And I want to see now some advice from your guides about this situation that they are here to help you with. King of Wands. Justice again. Wow. Death again. Holy repeating cards, pile 3. 6 of Wands and Judgment again. It's the Oprah Winfrey screaming meme for me. And the Hermit. I feel that your spirit guides want you to trust in the process, to trust in them, to trust that this is going to come through for you. And the relationship that's going to come through for you is going to completely change your life. It's going to be, it's going to be your good karma. That perfect, balanced relationship. One that is rooted in truth and honesty, reciprocation. You're going to feel like you've got it all. So, it is going to happen. If it doesn't look like what you thought, don't panic, because you're going to see where it was all leading. There is a reason the way that the journey has looked the way that it has up until now. And this King of Wands, I don't know if this is you or the other person, but the personality type of this King of Wands is a leader, passionate, creative, entrepreneur perhaps, bold, outgoing. I also feel that this is a sign for you to embrace your most powerful self in order to find someone who will meet you on that level. It's okay for your needs and expectations to change. I think they also want you to... I'm getting meditation again because I keep looking at the Hermit card. Tune out the noise. Tune into your inner wisdom and tune into your spirit guides. Because I think that they want to guide you. They want to help you. The pull that you feel towards the right person is not going to feel like the pull you experienced towards people in the past. It is a soul call. It's not a surface level attraction. It's going to feel different. That's the other advice for you. Look at things like equal effort, healing, and the way that someone appreciates you as well. So I think the fact that I'm listing these things, I think they also want you to take a look at what's going to be most important for you in finding someone. It might not be 6'3" and dark hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is truly important? I saw this thing online and it was like ranking what's most important in a partner. And it was wild. So it was like looks, height, money, kindness, loyalty. And a lot of people had height and looks at the top of the list. And obviously you want to be attracted to your partner, but that is not what makes someone a long-lasting, loving, supportive partner. Okay? That's just my little rant. Be open-minded. I didn't mean to lecture you, pile 3. I think ultimately you sticking to a certain type in the past meant that you weren't treated very well. You didn't get the relationship that you deserved. So part of this opening of your mind means you're going to find the person who deserves you. The person who loves you and who cares for you and thinks the world of you. Don't sell yourself short and rob yourself of an opportunity just because something isn't the way that you thought it was going to be in your head. It's going to be better than anything you could have imagined. So don't worry. The universe and your spirit guides are not going to sell you short. You're going to be so happy. But be open. Try to be open. You've got this. I believe in you. Your spirit guides believe in you. And pile 3, thank you so much for coming to this reading. These are all the messages I have for you today. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye, guys.